This is how I bought a house by dropshipping products online with nothing but my laptop. In today's video, I'm going to show you the strategies that I use to make money online, and I'll take you through the journey that I went on to get here. So back in 2016, I was working at a golf course making $10 per hour and still taking college classes because I felt like that was the path that I was supposed to be on, and that was the path that everyone I knew was on. And I figured I wouldn't be successful if I didn't have a degree. I can still remember taking my girlfriend, now wife, on dates and literally praying internally that my card wouldn't get declined because I knew that I only had like $80 on the debit card at the time and the bill would be really, really close to that. And this happened many times. And one day I saw a YouTube ad for Ty Lopez's social media marketing course, which kind of introduced me to the whole make money online scene. I know a lot of people poke fun at him, but I also know a boatload of entrepreneurs that got introduced to entrepreneurship from his course. And a few weeks after seeing that ad and watching a bunch more videos, I finally took the leap of faith and quit my job to start the entrepreneurship journey. Looking back, that wasn't the smartest way to approach it, but I didn't really have much else to lose, and I figured I could always go back to that if I wanted to. Ultimately, the social media marketing agency business model wasn't really for me. I hated the idea of approaching business owners as a kid with absolutely zero business acumen and trying to convince them that I could help their business. But taking that leap of faith and starting did also introduce me to the world of e-commerce, which did stick. I began my e-com journey shortly after that with coupon arbitrage, which I'm pretty sure I was at least one of the first people to pioneer at the time. If you're unfamiliar with what coupon arbitrage is, it's simply using coupon codes Amazon sellers give out to get products super cheap, right? We're talking about like $1 or less usually. Sometimes you can even get them for free. Then literally shipping those products into Amazon to sell them at full retail on that same exact listing. Because private labeling was on the come up at the time with people like Tanner J. Fox and others teaching thousands of new sellers to do it, there were so many new products launching, and all of those products were offering free or at least heavily discounted coupons so that they could hopefully rank their new product listings. And that first year with coupon arbitrage, I made over 6 figures in profit, which after making $10 an hour and feeling like a complete loser made me feel like I was rich. But I shortly realized that I would have to pay a decent portion of that to taxes, and I also had to pay off like $30,000 in debt that I had racked up on stupid purchasing decisions I had made previously. So after all was said and done, I didn't have as much as you'd think that I would, but it was at least enough to move out of my parents' house and get my first apartment. Just as I did though, life threw me a really important lesson, which is don't rely solely on one platform or one business model because it can get taken away fast. And that's exactly what happened when my Amazon seller account got suspended over and over again because private label sellers were now adapting and filing IP and copyright infringement claims against coupon arbitrage sellers. So now I was back at square one with no working business, and now I had rent and expenses to pay every single month. But I did have experience and an understanding of e-commerce and Amazon. As I surveyed the landscape of the other business models out there, I literally tried them all. I launched several private label products, I did online arbitrage pretty heavily, and I also sold wholesale products all on Amazon. Each has its advantages and disadvantages, and they all work if you do them correctly. It's funny too, because the only business model that I didn't want to try was dropshipping. I felt like dropshipping for some reason was a get-rich-quick scheme pitched by charlatans and scammers trying to sell you a course. But eventually I stumbled on Ecom Tom's videos on dropshipping, and for whatever reason I connected with them. I'm not really sure why, but he's the reason that I even gave dropshipping a chance in the first place. I learned the basics of Amazon dropshipping and Facebook Marketplace dropshipping from him. And to me, it seemed like such a better business model than all the other ones. You didn't need to spend lots of money on any upfront inventory. You didn't need to spend any time shipping products yourself. You didn't even need to spend money on ads to drive traffic to your products and make sales. You simply had to list products on other websites like Facebook and Amazon, for example, where there were already buyers looking for specific things and then profit off the difference in prices from platform to platform. Still highly skeptical, but definitely hopeful, I decided to give it a shot. And I saw success with it extremely quickly. The truth is, I had never seen success with anything as fast as I saw success with dropshipping on these websites. I still do it today on a number of other websites, all which are covered in depth in tutorials on this channel if you're interested. But that's the reason that I was able to save more money than ever before so I could buy this house. It might not be a flashy multi-million dollar mansion, but in so many ways it's a dream home that I could never afford before, and I owe it all to dropshipping. There's a gym inside, beautiful rooms, a kitchen to host our friends and family, an outside bar with a TV and a hot tub, and a large enough backyard for our dog to run around and play in, which anyone coming from an apartment can relate to how great that difference is. The journey wasn't overnight though. I failed a lot and I tried so many different businesses. But ultimately, I found retail dropshipping and it allowed me to travel the world to places like Italy, France, Spain, Costa Rica, Peru, Canada, and Mexico a lot. It also helped me buy my wife a nice diamond ring, pay for an entire wedding, which is no joke, and buy this house. And I'm not saying any of this to brag. God knows there's a lot of other people that do a lot better than this, but I think this is an important message. Too often we see people flaunting supercars and multi-million dollar mansions and private jet charters, and we compare ourselves to that, which can seem so far away and so unobtainable. And in a way, that's a good thing. You should set the bar high, and it's great to know that it's possible. But I also think that that message can be detrimental to a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs too. Because of messages like that and a desire to get rich quick, often teens and young adults make poor choices on who to follow and what building an actual business is. And that leads to people trying to do things to strike it big in crypto or God knows what else, simply because they heard their favorite influencer doing something like it. Or maybe they want their own Lambo to flaunt because they think that they won't be successful unless they have that. But ultimately, success is freedom. It's time freedom, it's financial freedom, and it's the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want. So I definitely think it's good to shoot for the stars and to continue to set that bar high, but I also think it's important to understand that it's not Decamillionaire or bust. I really hope you enjoyed the message in today's video. If you did, please give it a like. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to learn more about dropshipping on any of the platforms that I dropship on, there's full playlists of tutorials on this channel for you 100% free. All of those videos cover exactly what I do to get results on those platforms. So if you want to pick a platform and act on the information consistently, you will get a level of success. Until next time.